Well, it's a great experience to be in such a historic place, the oldest spot for humanity. And it was my honor when the governor of Erbil came to visit my office to give me a picture of it. It sits in my office back in Nashville, so today I was able to see the real thing. But we're here to cement the sister relationship with Erbil because in Nashville, our Kurdish community is the largest in America, and we celebrate it. And sometimes we're called Music City, USA, but also sometimes we're called Little Kurdistan. And we're grateful for both names and honored to have the Kurdish community in our city now for many years. It's coming up now 50 years that we've had a really active Kurdish community in Nashville. Well, it's our privilege to meet with the governor, the Speaker of Parliament, all the opposition parties. We're grateful for bipartisan support for our efforts to cement Nashville and Erbil as sister cities, and to look forward to exchanges in culture, education, commerce, and tourism, and to take the relationship between Kurdistan and Nashville to the next level, beyond just security, into prosperity, and with enriching cultural exchanges. Nashville is the home of many universities and colleges, and the home of the music industry in America as well, and it's just going to be great to show our cooperation and progress going forward. I mean, we have what's known as country music, the home of country music, which is kind of our national music. But Nashville is both country music going around the world, but country music and music in Nashville is influenced by many cultures. And we celebrate all of the drumming and the guitar and the singing because, as we say in Nashville, music is the truth. And Kurdish music celebrates the truth in Kurdistan, and music is the truth, and we want to honor that and listen to it. Well, we think it's by far the most in the United States, about 25,000 Kurds. And we think about 3,000 Kurdish children are in our school system. And many of them are our valedictorians and our football stars and bring so much to the rich life of our city. Nashville is famously about the most successful city in America these days. And part of that is by embracing diversity and having such strong cultural partners, such as Kurdistanis in Nashville. Well, it's an evolving role. There's a Saladin Center in Nashville, connected with a mosque also. And that's the backbone of the Kurdish community in Nashville, but it is a large community, 25,000, spreading over many mosques and centers. And then the Kurdish small business community, particularly the food and the restaurants, have become hugely popular in Nashville. So you often, with every major festival, have Kurdish food coming in, particularly with the trucks and the restaurants and the shopping and the stores. That is enriching the life of everybody in Nashville. Oh, it is all good. It is all good. And I particularly love the lamb. Always a treat. And Kurdish desserts, of course, baklava, all of it is just completely delicious. I'm thinking that there's a bit of a sweet tooth in Kurdistan, and that's something that Southerners in America can really agree on. Well, the Kurds are great partners, and so American. Americans, all of us were often were refugees ourselves, often have felt persecutions in other countries, and then came to America to support each other and the American way of life. And the Kurdish, we call it the American way of life, but it's just the best way of living, to honor each other and to create prosperity and good feelings to each other. And again, the Kurds are great partners in that. And when you go to a mosque in Nashville, it's filled with people that I grew up with in rural Tennessee, of honest, straightforward, careful people, hospitable, connected with their feelings, and again, just you understand when they shake your hand and make a commitment, they really mean it, and they mean it with their heart. And so you can see how valued they are in Nashville. I would say with the Kurdish community in Nashville, it is the best of our relationships with new, diverse groups coming to Nashville. And, uh, and that's why we're all here. That's why Nashvillians are here, to both to celebrate it and then let's take it to the next level. And I'm excited to come back and to promote tourism here in Kurdistan. I mean, who would not want to come and see the Citadel and to have the food and the experience of being here? It's true, it was covered quite a bit because I'm not sure why. The social media really picked it up, but it was at a press conference where I wore a mask in Kurdish colors, and it was the first week really of COVID coming to America and its kind of worldwide repercussion. And I feel honored that it became such a thing. And to us, it's not anything special. We often frequently light our buildings and our bridges in the colors of the Kurdish flag every time that there's an important event in Kurdistan for New Raz and other events in the year. And so it's our honor to do it because the Kurds are part of Nashville. It's part of who we are. Of course, we fly the flag and show the colors and show our support. And we're grateful for all the Kurds who are in Nashville. Well, it's very important, of course. The role of media in modern life is very important to connect us with each other and to allow us to hear what the needs of people are. And I'm grateful for the media understanding its role, their role in connecting us. Media can bring people together and help us celebrate what's good in life and about each of our peoples and the diversity, and to create the appetite to know more, to come here. Again, commerce, education, culture, tourism, all are great goals for our two cities. Well, I mean, Kurdistan is America's great partner, and the values of our two peoples are so similar, and what we want out of life, freedom and respect, and is so sincerely felt by both peoples. So it's just great to have company in the journey and to have friends around the world and to have that friendship be based on knowledge and person-to-person contact, where hopefully people in Kurdistan know people in Nashville and they can call and with global communications communicate so that we can be closer to each other and to face the future confidently. Well, I mean, as I drive through, this is a magnificent city. Your shopping scene is extraordinary, and the energy of your people seems great and magnificent. So you have both the oldest and it seems like the newest and dynamic life. Now, Nashville also is a very dynamic city in America, so it's great to have the two cities partner with each other. Again, with a lot to be contributed by our excitement and energy for each other. We all need partners, very much so. And it's not just me, it's deeply supported by everybody in Nashville. We're fascinated by it. We're intrigued. We are broadened by this relationship and this contact. Now, it's a bit of an airplane journey to get here, but hopefully Nashville's airport is expanding and that we'll be able to have direct flights to more cities in Europe, so then it's just one flight and then another to get here. But Nashville is ambitious and has an appetite to understand the world, and grateful that the world and Kurdistan has come to Nashville and helped enrich our culture and make us bigger people, more knowledgeable people, and ultimately have a better quality of life for all the contacts that we have. I think Erbil would be our 10th city for Nashville, but our only city in the Middle East and outside of Europe and China and Australia. But none of those communities, frankly, have the population that our Kurdish community has. And so it's going to be our most important sister city relationship because it's Little Kurdistan in Nashville, and we want to honor and celebrate being Little Kurdistan. And it's great to come over and see grown-up Big Kurdistan here in for real. So the board is here with me. We were honored to have a visit by the governor last year and the mayor of Erbil, and so we've come back on a visit, and I expect very shortly the paperwork to be completed to have the official sister city relationship. Sister Cities is an NGO, a non-government organization. It's not technically part of the government, but it's been working in Nashville for a while to extend better relations. We had an American president, General Eisenhower, who was our general during World War II, and he started the Sister Cities program, feeling that the person-to-person connection with America would be great for peace and prosperity for the world. And so we're fulfilling that mission, but with a different part of the world now, and a part of the world that's very important to America. And again, no better partner has America had than Kurdistan. And so it makes the Nashville-Erbil relationship extremely easy. Yes, we do. We have an office, we call it New Americans, but in Kurdistan's case, we actually have a historical marker up to the origin of the Kurdish community's presence in Nashville, which has been going on 50 years. And so we want Kurdish people in local government, and we're trying very hard to get them in our police department and in the city administration, and hopefully soon there'll be a Kurdish member of our city council, and we'll have complete integration of the Kurdish community in America. I mean, from what we saw, and we're grateful for the meetings that we had, it seemed a very professional and respectful relationship that you have in your parliament. And that's very important to making progress as a country, to have people in government that can, sometimes they disagree, but hopefully that they can work together. And it seemed to me that seemed to be the case. We have a lot of political divisiveness in America, so we understand what can happen. But the Speaker and the opposition parties all seem to be in the same building, working hard, and we're grateful for their own personal professionalism. Oh, I think completely. Part of it is gratitude, the Peshmerga, their heroism, their bravery. The struggle against ISIS is one that America deeply appreciates Kurdistan's role in. And then creating partners for America that understand that we are interested in the success of Kurdistan. We're interested in the success of peoples, that they lead fulfilling, prosperous lives. And so I predict a great future for the two countries' relationship. My suggestion as the mayor of Nashville is to concentrate on two great partners helping enrich each other culturally, commercially, economically, educationally, and to understand with all the noise in the Middle East what great partners we can be for each other, and to what advantage that can be for both cities. And to kind of separate ourselves from the noise and to concentrate on the success of each person, each family, each life, and how we can grow together in a powerful way. There are going to be political challenges everywhere in the world, but human freedom should not be challenged, and we should use freedom to create better lives for ourselves. Well, come visit, share our life, be part of a sister city, understand how much in Nashville we appreciate and value the Kurdish people and our relationship with Erbil. That it is our great honor to be Erbil's sister city, a city with the citadel, with all of this history. Nashville only has 250 years worth of history. But our peoples have shared values, and together we can accomplish that better. Well, thank you very much for having me.